Welcome to Blunt Talk. Hopefully you're all getting stoned with us today. I know damn well I am. My name's Fried. Also, hope you're all having a damn great day. I know damn well I am. And let's get into this shit. So, the story I'm fixing to be telling today is about the time I took a mushroom bar on a hunting trip. Now, this story takes place about sophomore year back in January, say January 20th. So, it's a faithful Thursday. I just got out of school. You know, I'm on the way home on the bus. Dad calls me, says we got a hunting trip coming up. Because every year we would go on a hunting trip down to my uncle's property to hunt deer. Because, you know, he breeds deer, if that's the correct way to fucking say it. He breeds deer on that property. So there's always good deer to go hunt. So we were going to go hunt. But this time it was still the beginning of my drug use. So I was just planning to really take a cart. And that was really just the plan for the weekend. Sorry for that ring. It seems it happens in every single one of my videos. I think it's the fucking, my earbuds case, my headphones case that I keep on opening up. I think that's what's fucking causing it. I don't know. But anyways, back to the story. Where was I? Oh yeah. So anyways, I just planned to really take a cart on this trip, not anything else, until I was going through Snapchat. And if y'all don't remember, it was the same plug in my last shroom story that had posted another set of shroom bars on his story. So, knowing your boy, a motherfucker slid up. So, I slid up, you know, I was asking him, like, what flavors you got and how much is it going to cost? And at this point, I've been buying weed off this guy for a couple of months now, and multiple times I've bought off him, so I've got to the point where I started getting discounts with them. So instead of $70 like last time I had paid for it, I only had to pay for $60, I believe I only had to pay. So, no, I think it was $50. Yeah, it was $50. So, you know, he tells me what flavors I can get, so I think I ended up getting banana split. Yeah, I got a banana split shroom bar. And so, he pulls up later that night at like probably 8 or 9:30. And I get my shroom bar. And of course I'm hyped because, I don't know, I've never done shrooms anywhere else but my house. And this was my chance to do that. And I guess that just had me so fucking hyped. So, the next day rolls around. I obviously don't take it until we leave for the hunting trip, because we were leaving that Friday for the hunting trip. And I didn't have school. So, we left for the hunting trip, obviously. And we got to where we needed to be around 5:45, 6 o'clock. So, you know, it's about 6 o'clock, and we go inside, and we're all chilling with the family. You know, everybody greets. There's a nice homemade dinner on the table, because when I say homemade, I mean homemade, because this side of my family is redneck as hell, and they live out in the middle of nowhere. So, like, for them to go and get some food is really rare, because everything's like an hour or two away. So, they make some redneck ass food, and it's really fucking good, because all y'all motherfuckers know redneck homemade food is the best fucking food. Just southern food in general. Southern homemade food is just fucking gas. But anyways, so we get there, greet the family like I said. We see the nice dinner on the table. I go to the bathroom, get right off the cart. You know, the 4-gram cart, had to get right off of it before dinner. Had to get the munchies. Had to fuck up that redneck dinner. So, I go in the bathroom, I take me 2 or 3 blinks, and then I come out, and I'm nice, I'm fried, I'm baked, right? So fucking baked. So, I sit down for dinner. You know, I think my uncle had caught on, because he was looking at me just a little weird, but fuck it, right? If they don't say anything, they don't know. So, we're all eating. I think we had like steak, mashed potatoes, and fried okra, I think it was. Oh, it was so fucking good. We had steak, mashed potatoes, and fried okra. Now, I didn't eat the mashed potatoes. I don't like mashed potatoes. I like the taste. It's just the texture. I can't do the fucking texture. I'm a texture person. Can't fucking do it. Just like my girl. I cannot do texture. It's just, It's not my thing. Anyways, so after my high ass gets done eating, we all just sit down and watch a little bit of football, because it's playoff season around this time. I think I was watching Green Bay and San Francisco. And, you know, I'm a Packers fan, so I was pulling for the Pack. And we lost, because we've lost for the past fucking 4 years in a row. We need to get that shit together. If you're a Packers fan, you know the struggles. Like, we get to playoffs every year, and we just lose to San Fran. It's fucking ridiculous. We need to get our shit together. But anyways, we're all watching the football game, just chilling, just all talking it up, catching up on what we've been doing in all our lives, and, what deer we're looking for, and how big we want them, and how old they are. And this, for me, they said I could really shoot whatever kind of buck I wanted, because it was this was my second year ever hunting, and this was going to be my first buck. So the only buck I couldn't shoot was the breeder bucks, which those had a yellow tag on them, so it was obvious to tell not to shoot them. But anyways, so after all the talk, all the catching up, all the chilling, all the normal typical family shit goes down, spending time and everything, it comes to about like 10:30, 10 o'clock, and we're all going upstairs. Now, you're probably thinking like, oh, you just took him straight away, didn't you? Nah, your boy got up, got unpacked, took a shower, kind of chilled out for a little bit on the phone, watched some TikTok. But, anyways, with that being said, I forgot for a little bit I had the shroom bar, but, I had remembered, it clicked in my mind. I was like, oh shit, I got the shroom bar. So, I pop it. Now, I don't just pop like 4 or 5 pieces. I pop the whole bar. I had my homie Rillo on the phone, which my homie Rillo was like, yeah, just pop the whole fucking thing. So I popped the whole bar, whole 6-gram bar, 15 pieces. And, it tasted pretty scrumptious. It was pretty scrumptious, pretty fucking immaculate. I shall say so myself. Pretty fucking impressed with how good it tastes. But anyways, with that being said, 45 minutes go by me just chilling, and it hits, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I think I was watching Mr. Beast, and I just start seeing the colors get real bright, when you're on shrooms. You start to get that euphoric feeling, feel like you're floating. Starting to see all the colors come vibrant and all that. And after about like 30-40 minutes of just me coming up, being euphoric, being real happy, and seeing vibrant colors and all that, it kind of really shifted to a whole different, like I was in a different dimension. Like, I was so fixated on looking on the ceiling, because the ceiling, bro, it looked like there was just like shapes, like different shapes coming at me, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, it wasn't patterns, it was shapes. It was like pyramids coming out of the ceiling, and like, I don't know, looked like 3D pyramids coming out of the ceiling towards me, if that's a good way to explain it. And there were like squares and circles coming out of the ceiling, bro. There were faces in the ceiling. I was seeing faces and shit. It was wild. And then I just went back to TikTok, went back on my phone, kind of played Madden Mobile, because that was back when it was popping. Just kind of play a little bit of Madden Mobile, watch some TikTok. And I remember I was chiefing that cart too, and I was feeling so good, just high and baked as fuck while tripping. And I was just happy, dude. I was big vibing. I played a little bit of Juice WRLD, favorite artist, R.I.P. again, 999. But I was just playing Juice WRLD, vibing while tripping, And I was by myself too. Like, there was no one else. It was just me, and I was still happy as hell, just vibing. And I was watching TikTok, watching YouTube, I think I watched Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, whatever the fuck the movie's called. I'm sorry, it's such a classic. I got a really bad memory. I'm sorry. I was watching Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. I was watching fucking Howard the Duck, and a lot of Batman movies that night. I was watching a lot of fucking Batman that night. But yeah, I was just watching movies and just like tripping balls, dude. I was tripping dick. Like, I don't know, the shapes really had my mind grasped. Like, the shapes had my attention the whole night. My whole focus was just on the shapes. It was just on the shapes, nothing else. The shapes were my main and biggest concern. But, after the shapes really chilled out and I started to come down a little bit around like 4 or 5 a.m., I kind of just watched TikTok and chilled. I didn't really do much other than hit the car a little bit more, got a little bit more stoned, got a couple more hours in before I had to eventually wake up and go hunting. But the experience was just crazy because the environment I was in wasn't like a good tripping environment. You know what I'm saying? Hey, wait, pause for a second. Look at me do a burnout on this motherfucker. Y'all see that shit? I just did a burnout on that motherfucker. Oh, I'm doing a rollback on that bitch. Hell yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I wasn't in like a comfortable environment, if you should say. One could say. I mean, I was in an environment I was comfortable with, but like, it was a lot of dark colors like brown and like just dark colors and not colors you would really want to see while tripping. You'd want to see bright colors like red, yellow, blue, but it was all dark colors, but I still had a great fucking time. And needless to say, 10 out of 10, I can't recommend it. Don't recommend. Don't try that shit. But 10 out of 10 experience for me. I had a great fucking time. Sorry, I had to cough there. But after I came down the next day, I really just woke up and did my normal shit. I went and shot me. Well, I got the deer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a 5-point buck the next day. It was a pretty good day of hunting. Took about 6 hours, but I got me my first buck. It was a 5-point. This year I got me an 8-point. Bigger rack on that shit. You know, mount that shit up on my wall too. But with all that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the story. If you want more stories involving shrooms or just trips, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, you know, subscribe if you like the channel. There'll be a lot more stories, and there's going to be different types of content coming. I just got to get that shit set up. Trust. But with all that being said, I hope y'all have a great fucking day. Keep on getting stoned, and I'll see y'all in the next fucking video.